Why can't I just play this game like a normal person? Welcome back to Brotato, and today we're going for the multitasker, and I was like, dude, I really want to try out the flute on the guy that can have 12 weapons, right? Because think about it. You just shoot a ginormous amount of projectiles, you charm the enemies, and they can't do anything against you. Of course, the character doesn't start with the flute, so what we have to do is the following. We have to sell our weapon, because otherwise it's more likely that we see it, and now we just have to roll into a flute. If that doesn't happen, I'll reset. Okay. Hello. Hey. Okay. Sure. Yes. Perfect. Nice. That wasn't right. The next shop. What? I mean, I'll take that. With the multitasker, we gain bonus damage, but then we lose 60% damage. Our weapon will be horrible, but we don't care. Okay, that's not exactly true. We kind of do care, okay? But the thing is, what I want to do is, I just want to attack incredibly fast. I do not want to have a lot of damage. Now here's the plan for the run. Go for a ridiculous amount of flutes, right? Make them relatively weak with a huge amount of attack speed, so we trigger a lot of attacks on the enemies. Have the enemies fight for us, and I don't need to do anything. That is the theory. And the only damage boosting stat that we take is luck, because that increases the damage, but also the fruits that we get. There's luck. Perfect. Let's get the flute. Nice. Eventually, I may go for a little bit of damage, you know. I'll see how it plays out. We don't want to have the loot. No, that doesn't fit, but we want to have the flute. Isn't it kind of funny how close they are in name? Loot. Flute. Okay, now that I think about it. A loot flute. You know? Can I say that? It just sounds a little bit like, okay, what are you doing with a flute, right? You blow the flute, right? If you do a loot flute, might just be a way to say it. You know, I'm just not gonna say it, it's fine. Okay, flute, you know, you may want to kick in a little bit, because I selected Horde waves here. This could be a problem if you don't deal a lot of damage or deal with the enemies. So one thing that we definitely need is attack speed. Well, I'll take the luck, okay. But yeah, I can't go for you. We still want to reroll here. No, we actually don't want to reroll. Let's reroll a little bit. I don't want to have stuff like the baby elephant, yes. Now, I may actually have to go for it, because the problem will be that we can't clear all of the enemies. You know what? Maybe I'll pick them up. Usually I try to avoid them, but listen, we pretty much do a luck run here, right? So this is perfect, but do you see what's now happening? This hasn't happened in the last waves. But now that's happening. We are just charming all of them. Huh? The more flutes we get, the more attack speed we get, the more insane... Okay, can you just get converted or something? The more insane this will become. Now, one problem with the flute is, why this doesn't really work that well with the character, you want to have... Like, you want to upgrade the flute as fast as possible, because take a look at this. Right now, when we hit the enemies with less than 60% HP, they have a 10% chance to be charmed for 8 seconds. At the end of that, they die, but they don't get any bonus material. You know, when we get a bonus from killing them, this doesn't apply. We could go for the crit here, because what else do I take? Sure. Let's go for you, let's go for you, let's roll once. The baby gecko is honestly not horrible, right? Because they die all over the stage, so this will make it a little bit easier. Then again though, I don't really want to spend the money on this. We are on a very tight schedule. Every single flute that we get, every single flute upgrade that we get makes a huge difference in this run. So we need to make sure that we get them as fast as possible. In other words, I simply can't afford to go for anything else. Wait, do we get the curse? Oh my god, that is amazing. Okay, do I want to go for the curse though? That is the actual question. I don't think I want to, but I kind of want to. Okay, what is the worst thing that could happen if we get a singular curse, right? There we go. I will try to go for another tree, even though it's very unlikely that we get another crate. Okay, I have to be careful here. You know, sometimes when you have bad ideas and you feel like it's a bad idea, maybe you just shouldn't do them. You know, I feel that right now. But hey, let's see what happens. Maybe it's way better than I think. Maybe it's way better than what it's been already. Okay, so we definitely want to go for the lemonade. I think I will also go for lifesteal. It is bonus damage. But first of all, I may actually have to go for some damage just to make sure. Like, the biggest problem will be the elites, right? And I may have to go for a little bit of damage, but think about it this way. If we have 12 weapons, we attack the enemies way more than normal. In other words, we want to have lifesteal to heal. We also want to have fruit healing, because we will have so much luck that we just constantly drop the fruits, right? So I think this is a good choice. Yeah, so far I like it. I should have really taken the luck item that deals damage to the enemies. I'm not the biggest fan of doing that in these videos because we have one theme, and the theme is the flutes. But I think here it just fits so well to take them and damage the enemies a little bit. Like, because we have negative damage scaling either way, they won't deal a ton of damage, but they make it easier for us to convert the enemies, so actually it plays into our flute. I could go, yeah, I'll go for the one range damage. Like, if you give it to me for free. Okay, that sucks now a little bit. Attack speed, finally. I have to take a little bit. So, I will take the flute, we'll take the healing, we'll keep you locked. We are already at 8 flutes out of 12. And you may notice on this wave, this should actually be fairly simple. One thing I want to have is, we want to have the silver bullet that gives us 1 pierce, because this means most of the times we'll hit more enemies. And we need to prepare for the Horde wave. Like, we'll be fine, mostly, for majority of the time, but the... Okay, Dex, you had to say something, didn't you? It looks good, we heal a lot, look at the amount of fruits we get, by the way, isn't that insane? But yeah, we will be fine for majority of the time until we get to the Horde waves, and this is where it gets dangerous. Now, my favorite type of run, how this could play out, is that we don't even have to go for the luck-based items. So, as long as it goes well, I will try to ignore them. The big issue could be, we hit the first Horde wave, and I just get demolished, and then I have no chance to just take the items, right? That was just it. Let's roll. I think I will go for the 2 armor, another flute. That is a lot of luck, I have to take that. Let's roll once. Okay, nothing happened. I like to roll once, even if I have a shop slot locked, just because early on it's cheap. And after the next round, we probably have like 200 material, I would estimate. Meaning, if I have to roll a lot, then I just waste a ton of money, right? There we go. It was only 7 material, so if we have to roll for 9 material, it's the same thing, pretty much, but with 4 slots. It's the same thing. Okay, can we get a crate? We have so much luck right now. I expect to maybe get 2 crates in this wave, but so far it's looking horrible. Is it just me, or does it feel like I take a ridiculous amount of damage from the enemies because I have no HP? Ooh, that's a problem. I need to build up HP. Usually at this point I have like 30, 40, 50 HP. And the lower amount makes it really difficult. Like, the biggest issue is that we can't make use of the fruit healing if we don't have enough HP to survive a few hits. And, well, we only got 1 crate. Okay, that's horrible. Maybe HP? You know what? That's 10% attack speed. I'll take that. I will take... You know what? I'll go for the armor. That's just more safe. Let's go for you. Let's go for you. Let's roll. That is a bunch of healing. Oh... Wait, but I'm not sure if this counts as killing an enemy. That sounds really stupid, but this is the biggest issue, that certain things are not getting triggered in the game, like the hunting trophy. But I guess they don't get killed by a crit, but they still die. This should work. And if not, then I think I will just lose the run, because I'm wasting so much money off the... Oh, if we convert this dude, that would be insane, because he gives us balls. Nice! Because, like, now the balls that he drops, they are our allies, do you see that? And they will just deal a ginormous amount of damage to the enemies. We actually got 2 balls out of the dude. I mean, I guess this is the most common case, isn't it? To have 2 balls as a dude. Let's get rid of you. Maybe we can convert you. So the reason why we want to have such little damage is it allows us to get way more hits in on the enemies, and every single hit, the moment they have only 40% HP left, has a 10% chance to convert them. But I would say we'll take a look at the purple one, just how, like, the odds look, what the chances are, because I think it's different there. Let's convert you. Oh, we can still kill the balls, right? I think. Even when they are on our side, if we hit them, we still convert them, which isn't great. Like, we don't want that. Let's try to get the tree down here. Yeah, fairly simple. Nice. 377 is honestly fine. It's not great, but what is the purple one? So the purple one is at 70% HP, has a 20% chance to charm, and this is why I didn't want to have bonus damage. Like, it has now 23 bonus damage, and that's kind of horrible. He said, and looks at the luck. No, I will go for attack speed, yeah. We will also go for speed, we'll definitely need that. A fishhook. Experience. I could go for experience on the Horde wave. do I gamble on that? You know what, I'll also take you, even though it's minus damage, but the speed will be important. So I took a while now to think about it if I want to do it, and I think we are really strong that we could buy it, but I ended up unlocking it again, just because, okay, already look at this wave, right? It's kind of close. Now imagine double the spawn. We can't even deal with this wave here. And we saw that on the last wave already. Now the attack speed does make a huge difference, but I also need HP, I also need armor, so I just can't afford taking bonus experience right now, which is very annoying because that's our main way how we gain bonus stats with just level ups, right? So not having that is really frustrating, but at the same time it's even more frustrating if we would die, so I think that's a fair trade. Not dying for, like, not having bonus experience, right? Okay, can we get another crate? No. Oh my god, these dashers are just so annoying. If the dashers wouldn't be in the game, I think we would be fine. No, because we wouldn't even kill the normal enemies fast enough to justify the purchase. Okay, there is another crate dude, but there's no way I can get him, so I will just try to get as much material as possible. It's... What? Okay, that's a perfect item. So I need armor, HP, or, yeah, perfect, or attack speed. I'll go for the HP. We will roll again. Nah, this is bonus damage. But it's not a lot, so I don't care. I will actually go for the crit chance. It's not good, but it's fine. Let's go for you, let's go. You know what, I'll go for a little bit of damage. And we'll go for more lifesteal. Wait, we didn't just do that. I actually don't even care about you, right? We didn't just do that, we got the pierce exactly before the wave. Now this wave will be an utter nightmare, and I will do my common corner strategy, where I just stay in our corner, since this allows us to concentrate our shots into, like, strong enemies, right? Instead of shooting all around us. The only big issue is that if someone dashes into the corner, I don't have a good way to get rid of them, because with melee weapons, you can just push them away, but we can't do that, right? So this will be very difficult, and the moment I see one of the tankier guys, I probably have to run away out of the corner, and I want to make sure that I'm always at full HP. Let's not pick up the fruit here, please. We want to keep that. There are some Sharky boys down there, but they are luckily not walking over to us, so right now we are fine. There's a cursed one. Please don't walk over here, please don't walk over here, please don't walk over here. Okay, this is bad. Yeah, because all of them are now walking in here. Wait, we charmed all of them. This is fine. As long as we charm them, because they run over the stage and curse all of the enemies. Okay, now we try to get as much money as possible and we cowabunga out. That was a really good wave, man. The corner strategy, I think many people sleep on that, but it's so broken. Oh, nothing got cursed, really? At least we have now a huge amount of pity chance. Like, we have 60% curse chance. This also means that whatever I lock now has to be good. I will try to curse it. Yeah, sure. That is good. I could also take this for a huge amount of bonus luck and a huge amount of harvesting, which would improve the damage on all of them, right? I will gamble that maybe both of them get cursed. Let's do one more roll. We don't burn. It doesn't matter. Yeah, this is a little bit of a difficult decision, but I think the cursed flutes aren't that important. I mean, don't get me wrong, they make a ginormous amount of difference, but one flute of 12... doesn't really matter that much to us. But I need to upgrade them ASAP. So something that would be amazing to get is, well, first we need to get a bunch of cursed flutes, and then we need to get the anvil, that the anvil upgrades them for us and we don't have to find them. Getting the anvil right now would be the best item that we could possibly get. I also need to get roughly 20 more HP. Probably more. Honestly, I would love to be at 70 HP right now. I mean, not right now, but at wave 15. More lifesteal would be good. Attack speed is definitely by far the best stat, I would say. The more attack speed we have, the less armor and the less HP we need, because we just kill more enemies, right? So they are less of a threat. And the only threat that is then left are the strong ones that survive for way too long, or the dashers, or the shooters. Okay, I'm concerned. We have way too much curse right now. It's 4. I mean, but 4 should be fine, right? Meh, I don't care. So here I want to go for attack speed. I could also go for 3 armor, but I'll try to look for attack speed. Are you kidding me right now? I'll take the armor. Look, I didn't hate it to curse that. I'll try to curse this one though. I didn't hate to curse it because it gives us so many bonus stats, right? Perfect. Yeah, so we got a huge amount of bonus damage. We also get more fruits, which we desperately need. And harvesting is bonus material and money. Experience, I mean. Material and money is the same thing. Oh, wow. Okay, this is difficult. But I think we can do this. Let's get a little bit more curse. Like, now we should be... Oh, no, we didn't get the attack speed. Oh, no, that's bad. I will take less damage, but this doesn't matter all too much. Wait, why do I have so much HP? Didn't I just have 43 HP? Dude, something is wrong with my vision sometimes. I swear, I saw we had 43 HP and I'm like, what just gave me so much HP? How do I see a number so wrong? I totally understand if I see like 73. No, wait, that's something I say. That's not something I see. Like, that I see 37, I say 73. That just sometimes happens because in German we do the numbers exactly the opposite way compared to the English language. But like, how? I don't understand that. It doesn't matter. That was a really good wave. Okay, so we have bonus luck. Nice. Max HP. Perfect. Now we have our HP fixed. Of course. We'll take you. Honestly. Let's just keep them in the shop, right? Yeah, let's just keep them in the shop. The thing is, I want to have a lot of bonus damage for the next Horde wave. And very soon we'll fight the boss. So we need to be strong. The only other thing I want to have... Wait. One thing I could see have happened that actually changed my HP is that maybe we converted one of the buffers and the buffer buffed me up, which gave me bonus stats. Like, now we should be... Oh no, we didn't get the attack speed. Oh no, we didn't get the attack speed. Didn't get the attack speed. Oh no. I have never ever seen that. I don't think that's what happens. I think I just saw the number wrong. But in editing, I can check it out if it actually happened, and if we had a buffer, and that would explain it. That would be crazy to know that that actually happens. Because I know the buffer can buff our turrets, for example, if we convert him. But this would be the first instance that I see the buffer buff the character. Okay, this is bad. How is this so bad with one bonus pierce? We need more attack speed. I keep saying it, but I mean, I've rolled so much for it, right, and didn't get any money. This is going well so far, though. And all of those that are still around, we instantly get the material for it at the end of the wave. So don't worry, it's not lost. Let's try to find attack speed. Okay, we just go for more luck, I get. Okay. We'll check it out in a moment, but first let's roll. Giving the enemies less speed is insane. That is... Oh my god, that is insane. Can we maybe get... No. So... You have an 84%. That is actually quite decent, right? It's a 68% curse out of 110. This one has 86, and usually it has 50, so it's a 36 times 2, 72% increase. That's also decent out of 110. Do I want to go for a little bit more lifesteal? Yeah, I think I'll do that, because we don't have pity chance, so I can just lock whatever I want. I will also lock you. In case it gets cursed, I'll buy it. I don't think it's worth to spend that much money on something if it's not cursed. Like, because it just gives a little bit of HP, it's not justified. If it would get cursed, though, it's definitely worth it. And hey, if nothing at all gets cursed, at least it means that we get, like, more pity chance, 10%, instead of, like, what we would have gotten, the 20%. Like, we will get 30%, so that's also nice. How is it looking? I would say my plan is kind of working out. Like, keep in mind, we still deal a ridiculously low amount of damage. But the plan doesn't work if I don't get more attack speed, and I keep saying this. Is this the Horde wave? This is the Horde wave! I was like, okay, we are not as strong as I hoped, you know, the enemies are pushing in, but we are kind of dealing with it, and then I realized, wait a second, this is the Horde wave. This is a ridiculous wave, and we are just keeping the enemies in check. We are not demolishing all of them, but we are easily keeping them in check. Like, compared this to the last Horde wave we had, right? This shows how much more power we have gotten. How easily we convert the enemies. We got 700 material. That's actually insane. Okay, can I just get my attack speed? Funny. Really funny. Okay, you know what? I'll combine these and get this one as it is. Okay. So this is a mod that I've installed that allows us to buy an insanely pricey item, but with this item, we can curse any of our items. Isn't that cool? I really like that, and I will do it Oh, okay, I almost messed this up, because I think what we do now is we click on this, we click on curse, 31%, yeah, cool, that's like, I'm not even sure if that was worth it. No, it was definitely worth it, don't get me wrong. Do we just take one baby elephant? No, I'll do it without the baby elephant, I'm stubborn. Everyone and their grandmother knows that the baby elephant would be insane, you don't need to say that. But, I am a stubborn person. If I want to do something, I want to do it the way it was intended. And I don't like using super duper broken ways to get around that. And if you have ever played this game and you went for even just 100 luck and you got these items that bounce around whenever you pick up enemies, material, or you kill enemies, then you know, yeah, these are completely busted. They wipe out the entire stage, because the insane thing is they trigger each other. First, when you pick up material, you just trigger it automatically, or I guess what happens first is you kill an enemy, right, to drop material. That triggers the effect already. Then you go around and pick up the material, which we constantly do either way. And then it just triggers it again, which kills enemies, and that triggers it again, which gives you material, which triggers it again. I honestly want to have it now. I shouldn't have talked about it that much. I will definitely take that. Okay, I hate that right now. I can't believe. Okay. That is totally fine. I accept your offering. That is beautiful. Wow. Let's look for another flute. This one has to be cursed, is the only issue. I will take one of these. Uh-oh. So you have a 97%. That is a 94% curse chance. Max is 1 in 10. You have a 91%, which is only 82% curse. But it's still decent, right? Okay, I have to be very cautious about this boss. It could also be a super duper easy fight. Wait. The mushroom will sit in the center and not attack me after he has morphed, I think, once or twice. So as long as we just charm the enemies, they will go after the boss and attack him in the center, and I'm outside of his reach. So we just want to get him morphed right now. Honestly, doesn't even matter though. I just want to kill as many enemies as possible. Well, but I want to kill the boss. It's not like I don't want to kill him, so I should focus on him a bit, but do you see that? He's quite dangerous. And now the cursed enemies run in, which is also dangerous. Let's just accept that we will not kill this boss, I think, right? It's fine. It's totally fine. We don't need to kill a boss. It would be a red crate, which is amazing, and it could be anything, like, for example, torture, you know? And I would really want to have torture. Do I really want to have torture? No, of course not, but it would be funny to get it. Ooh, okay. I mean, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I hope we would have a little bit more damage at this point with the guys that we convert. Like, I know we don't deal a lot of damage, but I hope they would deal more damage. But nope, it's not happening. Can we get the crate at least? Perfect. I mean, if we just get a red item out of this now, then, you know. Believe it or not, that may actually be one of the most insane items for us, because we really need range to hit the enemies from further away with our 3 pierces, right? So it travels further. And the crit is also insane to get them faster to the breaking point. But the irony of getting this right after I said it, instead of like the red item from the boss, we got this one now. That is mental. I need attack speed here. I'm gonna roll down all of my money until I get attack speed. There we go. That cost me so much. Perfect. That is the one that I only cared about to curse. That's fine. It's okay. It's like, we'll get it next time, okay? The garden would also be an option, but I don't really care enough about it. Okay. The cursed walrus, how are we doing? Do you see how much range we have now, by the way? Like, when I shoot, just how far we hit the enemies. It's great if you have a lot of pierces, but if you can't make use of that, it's useless. Let's convert this dude. He's mine now. He joined our side, and now we will do the... Oh my god, we have another one. Do you understand how much... Why are your balls so tiny? Hey, mate. Why do you have such tiny balls? Dex, you can't ask that a guy. I have an insane deja vu right now. Could it be that I once had another flute run and exactly the same thing happened, that I got surprised why their balls are so tiny and I said I can't ask a guy that? Wait, did I? Huh. I guess it showed... That shows I don't change a lot. Oh my god, that was close. We almost lost there. More luck is good. More luck is insane. Yeah, now we okay, how do we do this? So I think what I'll do is I'll combine the cursed ones. You're quite good. We'll get you. We'll get you. We'll roll for more flutes. We didn't get one. Do I still want to have more lifesteal? I feel like to make this a success, I need to get more lifesteal. Like, we are at a point where we can convert a majority of the enemies, and the only problem comes in when we don't convert an enemy despite hitting them a ton, and they will end up hitting me, because I can't always assume they don't get converted and stay safe, right? I want to walk through the enemies to hit as many of them as possible, because if I chicken out too much and I keep my distance, then we don't convert any enemies, and then they come in, and we just die. So I have to stay at the front, and lifesteal is perfect for that, because even if I get hit, we just heal it. And in the boss fight, I think we have to deal with the bosses for 90 seconds because I don't see us killing them. I mean, if we are lucky we get bonus attack speed now, this would help us out a lot to convert the enemies faster, and then we can use the rest of the shots in the bosses, right? And with the insane amount of piercing that we have, we should be able to attack the bosses constantly and hitting the enemies to kill them. However, we have negative pierce damage, so this may not work out. And that's what I noticed in the lead fight, like we were just not converting them when we were hitting the boss. That is good though. Nice, more healing is perfect. More movement speed, I actually kind of like that because we have such little movement speed. I will look for attack speed here. What is it with attack speed in this run? Okay, I'll take the range, whatever. You didn't get converted. I'll still keep it in there though. That is a lot of bonus damage. Nice. Nothing? Oh, you suck. Do we go for Endless or Wave 20? I think we'll play for a little bit in Endless. Okay, there are the bosses. Are we dealing any significant amount of damage? Actually, yes. Ouch. So, usually I prefer to go for the Sharky Boy first, because he dashes after us. But this one here, if we can take him out, he will allow me to move freely. And the Sharky Boy is always nice to get as a second one if you can, because he chases you down either way. So you don't have to stick around him, instead he just follows you, and that makes it a lot easier. Okay. I mean, I could just aim at the boss, but I really don't want to do that, because if I do it wrong once, then a cursed enemy will just sit on me and kill me. The lifesteal is kicking in like crazy. Okay, come on. Just a little bit more. Nice. Now we go on the Sharky Boy. I don't know if we'll get this in time, but it should be a lot easier, especially if we get this cursed dude. Nice, we got him. Ball the shark. Show your tiny balls. You're kind of missing the shark every single time. I have a feeling I just have enough damage to kill him. Like, I don't even need to charm anything. Let's not gamble on this, because if it doesn't work out, we lose an entire red item. Okay, this is getting a little bit dangerous. Because my HP is way too low, I have to leave. I will not leave forever, just to heal. Okay. Perfect, I love it. That is insane. We went from not being able to defeat an elite 3 waves ago to being able to defeat 2 bosses. Yeah, cool. Wow. How about an anvil? You know, I'm not asking for a lot, just give me an anvil. That is, honestly, that's fine-ish. 12 max HP. Honestly, that's actually an insane item, right? Because there was so much bonus luck. Let's take you. I don't want to buy this. No, I don't care. We need to get them cursed because we have so many of them, so it's really important. I will take these out because we can't really roll a lot either way. And this way, we are fast at a point where we get all of the good items, right? Why do I look so funky? What is that even in my hair? You? Do you see the colorful thing in my hair? I have never seen that before. This looks so cool. Oh, and by the way, let me know what you think about the pearl that we have, the curse pearl. You know, where we can curse an item we already own. As you see, it's not like we constantly get it right. But I think it helps a little bit with the frustration I've had in Brotato. That I constantly don't want to take an item just because I can't curse it in that moment, like when I get it out of a crate. And the pearls are not super frequent, right? But if you go into a far endless, then at least once you have all of the unique and limited purples out of the way, you will find them more often. That you will be able to curse like maybe 2, 3, 4 items, right? And I think for that it's perfect. Like, I personally believe this should just be a part of the game. I don't know why it's not a part of the game. Let's sell you, let's take you. Honestly, doesn't matter, but I'll get the range. 5% attack speed. Can't believe how lucky I am. Let's get more healing. I will go for the panda. Yeah, sure. The boss fight. So the problem is, I don't think we'll get all too far with this. Do I just say we beat wave 20, which was my original goal? I just have to beat some, like, do it with some characters. Do we just say now it's open field? Like, I can buy anything, we can go for the broken luck items. Oh, but do I really want to do that? That's so boring. Nah, you know what? I've not done it so far. I'll not switch over. I would really love to go for them. But we'll do this one day where we just go for lucky maybe. And then we go only for these trigger items. Wait, but how do we kill an enemy to trigger the items? If we don't go for weapons, I mean, you know. That's a good question. I would need an item that just triggers. Even on consumables though, how do we get consumables? We would need a garden. For which we first need to get money. Like, how do we beat the first wave? Yeah, I'll think of something. Maybe we allow one weapon. Okay. Sure. A lot of lost HP, but that's fine, because we can easily build it up again. Nice. Why does it always only curse one item, you know? That is the only annoying thing about this, because that takes, like, makes it take way longer. I mean, listen, I have to take that. I don't care if it makes sense or not. This one I will only take if it gets cursed. I'm really glad that cursed items don't increase the buy value of items. I think this would have been an efficient way to just kill the entire mechanic, right? Because if the, like, so for example, if you have 70% curse level, then the price of the item could go up by 70%. And that would have been horrible. Because even though you get a huge powerhouse out of the cursed item, you pretty much lock up an entire wave by buying one singular item. And even worse, if you accidentally curse something, you just want to lock it, right, to get it on the next wave, and then you curse it. And suddenly you either don't buy it because it's so costly, or you buy it but you waste way more than you wanted to. Now you may say, okay, but why even lock something that you don't want to have cursed, right? Why do you not want to have an improved version? Well, there are limited and unique items in the game. You only buy them to get them out of the shop, that on average you encounter better items. So you don't care what they do, you just buy them so they are gone. Snake? I mean, I'll take one of them, you know, in case we get the burning. I want to have attack speed perfect. It's like, what a meme, right? This is an incredible... I will not even lock that. I want this focus on these two. Yeah, Brotato giveth and Brotato taketh. Sometimes you get 2 curse flutes, other times you get 0 curse flutes. And the thing is, nothing would have changed if... Well, okay, that's not true. If I only lock 2 items, then everything happens differently, right? So it could have been that we curse them, but locking additional items doesn't take away from that. So just if you lock a 3rd item doesn't mean it's less likely that they get cursed, but if you only lock 2 items and you rerun the scenario, just because you rerun it, you have a higher chance that they get cursed, because before, nothing happened, right? So every other scenario is more likely to curse them just because they have a chance to curse them. I don't know if that statement makes sense what I say there, but the point is, as long as you don't have pity chance, there's no reason to not block an item that you want. 2 range damage and attack speed, that's perfect. We need to see more. Oh my god, yes. Okay, one of them, you know, it's something. Okay. Do we want to go for a little bit of bonus damage? Okay, Pudi, please curse. You need to curse like all of them. Something got cursed, but do you understand how insane bounces are? So bounces happen before the pierce. Arguably, bounces are a little bit horrible. Why are bounces horrible? Because they have 50% damage reduction, right? And you can't increase that. While with pierces, you can take them back to 100%. Even better than that, pierces will always demolish all the enemies in front of you. So as long as you have a lot of range, it's so strong and powerful. However, bounces have one insane advantage that pierces do not have. It's more fun. That's it. It's just more fun. Because your projectiles, they fly over the entire stage. Now there's a legitimate advantage, which is, with bounces you can reach the enemies wherever they are, anywhere on the stage, even if they are not in your range. But do you know how you fix that with pierces? You just build enough range that you hit the enemies anywhere. Like 1000, 2000 range, okay, 2000 is overkill, but 1000 range, no one stays safe from you, and then you hit all of them. However, they are not always grouped up, right? So you may just hit the enemies, there's only one of them, and the rest of the pierces, they are wasted. Even more attack speed, perfect. I mean, that's not a little bit funny, but I'll take it. So first let's buy you. We have our second red one. 88% is kind of pathetic. This one is 98%. We will also combine you. 92%. Yeah, that's honestly, that's also not so good. Let's get you in. I will roll. Why do we have so much money? Okay, let's get you. We just need one more cursed one, by the way, and then we are done. The only thing we need to do then... Okay, yeah, we'll definitely curse that. The only thing we need to do then is that we need to upgrade them, of course, and this is why I wanted to have the anvil. Okay, there's a really silly thing that I want to do again, which is something we did in the last video. I want to skip from wave 30 to wave 40 without getting major upgrades. The only thing I'm allowed to buy is I'm allowed to get weapon upgrades. So yeah, we kind of reached a point where we can just stand still, you know, like nothing can happen to us. Even if something happens, we have enough weapons and lifesteal to heal it off. That dude just dashed into us, and while he was dashing, we converted him. Oh, I can't wait for the bounces though. This will be even more AFK, and the beautiful thing about the bounces will be all of the trees that get destroyed. I wonder if the charmed enemies can destroy trees. That is a thing I don't know. Wait, yes they can, look at this, over there. But we have the lumberjack shirt. Interestingly enough, that doesn't work on them. At least I believe we have it, right? Yeah, we have it. Even cursed. Even more luck. I mean, oh wow. Solid. Let's get rid of you. You just choose whatever you want. 88%, that's pathetic. I think I will keep this locked, maybe. Honestly, let's just buy it. It's fine. We could have cursed it to give it a higher chance. The hunting trophy doesn't work on this weapon, by the way. Well, it doesn't work if the enemies die. That's good enough. That's also good cursed. It doesn't work if the enemies die from... Nah. If the enemies die from being charmed. Right? It only works if they wouldn't get charmed and get one-shot by a crit, for example. But I mean, it has to be a crit to get bonus material. Which doesn't happen. Do you see enemies, like, naturally dying here? I don't see that. So yeah, you can pretty much forget about that. Okay, I see the biggest issue. I don't think we can skip forward to wave 40. Like, we can already forget about it. I take way too much damage, and there is no way that I'll be able to build up armor while building up our weapons. Well, the question is, though, can I maybe just stand in a corner and be safe? Huh. Can I just stand in the center again and be safe? Look at them dashing in. They're just offering themselves to get converted. I don't even need to have my hand on my keyboard. Look at this. Easy peasy. It's just flutes. But the flutes are fluting. So what do we need? What is something very important? More range, but we don't really care. Another flute. Perfect. Oh, the spyglass. Now, this would be kind of nice, but honestly, I think I'll just stop at wave 30. So we don't need... That is insane. Yeah, we don't need that. Let's keep everything as it is. Let's just continue. We want to buy both the items. Please tell me something got cursed. Like, come on, don't disappoint me. Okay, something did get cursed. I wonder how good or how bad this is. Now, I will try my best for wave 30. I have a bad feeling, though, because we are just not defensively strong enough. And the amount of enemies around us actually make it harder for me to see what's going on. So how do we deal with the bosses? Oh. What? We just took 52 damage. How much armor do I have? I have 20 armor. Look, for Dex that is a lot. Actually, for Dex that is nothing. The problem is we haven't gotten any economy items. Oh my god, I may not even get to the final wave here. If 2 of those hits hit me at the same time, I have like 10 HP left. And then it takes any weak hit and I'm dead. Yeah, so the plan about going to wave 40, you know, I think we can forget about that totally. I mean, the only reason why I did it is, the last time, it allows me to cut down the video time. I didn't want it to be that extremely long, but I wanted to check if we can do it, because it felt like we had something broken going on, and even though I almost lost, it showed, yeah, we did it. It was good. 20% attacks, perfect. Let's get these 2, let's get you. What else do we need? I need armor. We don't go for the side, you know what? I didn't take it the entire run long, and now I will take it, just that the people that wanted to see it can be happy. You know what, I'll just take it. Hey, we have 3 fishing hooks, let's go. Wave 30. I don't know about this. Now, what will be funny is just seeing how much damage this dude will deal. I don't think it will be a lot. What is it when a random enemy dies? So it's not even on material. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, listen, I know I won't win, but don't make it this pathetic that I just get on the stage and immediately die. Please. The bounces deal, like, no damage at all. Yeah, I mean, that happens. It's not cursed, it's just one of them. And, like, you want to have a bunch of them that makes them so powerful because it's like a... you know what, like, the kind of effect that happens? Ripple effect? No, what is it called? When one effect triggers the other, triggers the other, triggers the other. So we are missing a key component, which is the one that happens when we pick up material. How did I survive that? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. How are you doing? Isn't this a beautiful world? Yes. We are slowly traveling through this world together. Having fun. Oh my god, I almost killed you. I'm sorry. Wait a second. There's a fake buddy. Wait. I took care of it. Buddy, it has been a pleasure. Goodbye. That was more than just a little bit of a gamble, I'll tell you that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, then don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like. See you the next time.